What's up, guys? Yo, Fruit Punch Saber here. I'm here with more White Album 2, Coda, and holy shit! I don't remember. We're in January 4th already. That's pretty quick. Could have sworn we're still in December. Alright. As you could tell, we dumped Kazusa, but we went with Setsuna. Let's see if we can be loyal, right? A little low. There you go. Alright, cool.
おはようございます。
おはようございます。
おぎそちゃん久しぶり。ますます可愛さに磨きがかかっちゃってもう。
ありがとうございます。はい、これ差し入れです。
社交辞令の笑顔にもますます磨きがかかっちゃってもう。
あれ、わかります？私もまだまだですね。
そうやってだんだんピュアな心を失っていくんだよ。最初の頃は顔真っ赤にして照れながら怒っちゃって、これがまだ可愛かったのに。
山口さんみたいに顔見るたびに言ってたらいい加減免疫もつきますって。
セリフも毎回ワンパターンで面白みに欠けるし。
お前らうるさい。あ、そういえばさ、おぎそちゃん久しぶりにやるんだって。
やるって？
三丁目のスタジオトロイで来週末にライブなんでしょ？
やだ、どうして知ってるんですか？あんな小さなスタジオのマイナーな定期ライブなのに。
前から言ってるじゃん。俺おぎそちゃんの大ファンなんだって。だから君のことなら何でもさ。
うわ。
リアルに弾かないでよ。
ドラムの杉田さんっているじゃないですか。ほら、ここ専属の。あそこ彼のホームだったらしいんですよ。
それでマスターから聞いたんだって。昨日からみんなに触れ回ってるよ。
聞いたって私が出ることを？
伝説の歌姫が1年ぶりにステージに上がるから業界関係者はこぞって見に来るようにって。
伝説なんてありません。単なるヘルプなんですから。
けどほら、チラシにはっきり書いてあるし、これ大量に出回ってるよ。
他にもいろいろ聞いてるしね。おぎそせつな伝説、大学祭ライブで動員記録作ったとか。
それは大学祭じゃなくて付属祭で、
広報の採用面接なのにいきなり歌い出したとか。
それは趣味を聞かれたから。
それだけじゃないでしょ。プレゼンでも歌い出すって評判だよ。しかもそれが信じられないくらいうまいって。
それはどんな曲なのって聞かれたから。
そういうのって普通デモ音源持ってかない？
忘れちゃったんですよ。けれど引き返してたら遅刻しちゃうし仕方なかったんですってば。
そういう話が一度や二度じゃなかったらね。
Damn, she did it more than twice.
あれだよね。おぎそちゃんって北条出ててインテリっぽいけど基本は感性で生きてるよね。
それは一部に関しては否定できないかも。
そんな伝説の歌姫がなんで広報なんかやってんの？普通に歌手でデビューすればよかったのに。
だってプロになれる実力ないですから。あくまで趣味の範囲です。っていうか伝説の歌姫やめてください。
売れると思うんだけどな。
ぶっちゃけ歌以外だけでも。
否定できないな。正直おぎそちゃんって同性にものすごく慕われるかものすごく嫉妬されるタイプよね。
元子さん勘弁してくださいよ。
ああ、大丈夫大丈夫。私はあなたのこと大好きだから。大部分は。だからデビューしたら応援するからね。
しませんよ。できません。だって私本物の天才知ってますから。私なんかが音楽の道に進むなんて。
興味あるね。伝説の歌姫に音楽の道を諦めさせた天才か。何？その人今はプロ？
プロどころか。
北見さん入りました。スタンバイお願いします。
よし、 さあじゃあ今日も気合い入れていこうか。
はい。それじゃあ皆さんよろしくお願いします。
お願いします。
お願いします。
気合い入れて行かなくちゃね。何かも。
She's gonna sing? Not yet, right? This is her workplace. Is this the song? Is she in rehearsal? Hold up, bruh. Damn. She can't play, bro.
75点。1000点満点で。
And they're playing the song.
なら拍手はやめろ。やみったらしい。ここまで気合の入ってない演奏なんて狙ってできるものじゃないからね。ある意味感動したわ。カズさ、あなたまた夕べも寝てないでしょ。食事もほとんど残してるし。いい加減時差ボケの言い訳も苦しいわよ。うるさいな。一体どうしちゃったのとか聞かないわよ。心当たりがないとは思ってないから。あるよ。この国の何もかもが私に合わないんだ。まあそう思い込むのも自由だけどね。でもあなた生まれてから十数年の間ずっとここの空気を吸って生きてきたのよ。あの頃はここしか生きる場所がなかった。だから合わないってことすらわからなかった。今は違う。ここは私の生きる場所じゃない。世界のたくさんある国の中の単なる一つでしかない。それでもあなたが決めたのよ。日本に来るって、ここで弾くって。分かってるよ。だからさっさと弾いてさっさと帰るんだ。私の本当の故郷に。けれど今のままじゃとても聞かせてあげられるってレベルじゃないわね。これからだよ。まだコンサートまでは時間がある。ゆっくり作り込んでいく。私もそうであってほしいって祈ってるわ。娘が同胞に失望されるのは見るに忍びないからね。集中したい。出てってくれないか。分かったわ。せいぜい頑張りなさい。せめて素人はごまかせるくらいにね。余計なお世話だ。あ、そうそう。私今夜は用事があるからホテルに帰らないわよ。多分携帯も切ってるから。またかよ。日本に来てから遊び回ってばかりだな。何しろ1月以上の長期滞在は久しぶりだからね。今のうちにたっぷり休校を温めておかないと。元気なことで何よりだ。その年にもなって。私はあなたと違って友達多いからね。男も多いけどな。あなたと違って割り切れるからね。降りそうね、今夜は。ちゃんとあったかくして寝るのよ。眠れなくても横になって目を閉じるだけはしなさい。母親みたいなこと言うな。そうね。それじゃ気合い入れろよ。何やってんだよ私。
お客さん、お客さん、お客さんってば。
何？
着きましたよ。御宿インペリアルホテル。
あ
あ、大丈夫ですか？なんか顔色悪いですけど。
いや大丈夫。体が熱いのに寒気がするだけだ。
それ全然大丈夫じゃないですよ。なんなら病院行きましょうか？
ホテルに着いたし大丈夫。心配してくれてありがとう。
いえ、そんな。あれ、そういえばお客さんどっかで。
で、いくら？
すいません。 東宝出版シャンディ編集部の板倉と申しますが、東間和沙さんですよね。少しだけお話伺いたいんですが。
すいません、疲れてますか
ほんの 2,3 分でいいんです。お手間取らせません。
ら。ですから疲れてるって。
それ毎日言ってるじゃないですか。いい加減少しくらい相手してくださいよ。それじゃあ始めさせていただきます。よろしくお願いします。実はですね、今回はピアノとは切り口を変えてトーマさんのファッションについてお聞きしたいんですよ。
Fashion?
は
トーマさんの長くて綺麗な黒髪と時計合うような黒を基調にしたシックな装いがですね、同年代の女性の間で話題になっていまして。
いや、何言ってんだ
それで普段愛用しているブランドとかコーディネートのポイントとかお化粧のコツとか思いつくままに話してくれればいいので。
Damn, she lied. She said it was like 2 or 3 minutes.
意味がわからない。何の取材なんだこれ。
ああ、それと後日正式に依頼に上がりますが、写真撮影の方もよろしくお願いしますね。衣装の方は自分のお気に入りを持参していただいても、こちらでコーディネートする形でもどちらでも結構です。
Yeah,
Ah.
she lied, bro.
話の腰を折ってしまいすみません。
Yeah, not 2 or 3 minutes.
な
はい、何でしょうか。本当もうざっくばらんでいきましょう。
あ、やっぱり今日は勘弁してくれ。本当に疲れてるんだ。
それじゃあ立ち話もなんですからホテルの喫茶室にでも移動しましょうか。ああ、それともお食事がまだでしたら何か食べられるお店の方がいいかしら。このああ、お気になさらないでください。もちろん費用は編集部の方で持たせていただきます。さあ、それではこちらに。
触るな。
はい、
私に
触るな。
Oh shit, no! What did you do?
何をなさるんですか、いきなり。
いや、
いくらなんでもひどすぎますよ。いた、膝打っちゃった。
Damn, she's gonna sue.
やっていいことと悪いことがありますよ。いくらこちらの方が立場が弱いからってちょっとトーマさん、ちょっと逃げるなんて卑怯ですよ。待ってください。それとバッグ落としてます。
Oh shit. She's gonna pick inside the bag. Damn. The one night she doesn't have her mom. It all goes to shit.
なんでこんな目に遭わなくちゃならないんだよ。
Gotta get watch.
なんで。全部あいつのせいだ。
Nice rain.
あ
The moment I leave the Kyosha building, I notice the ground is wet. According to the weather forecast, it will either rain or snow tonight, but it seems like the weather itself is doing the best to contradict that. The raindrops that fall upon my face are painfully cold. This is sleep. People with umbrellas wear a sullen expression as they walk about the streets with a quickened pace. The sleep means they need to cover their umbrellas, unlike on regular snowy days, though they're still vulnerable to slipping on the snow underfoot. I stare absent-mindedly at the scenery for a while, but it seems that the sleet isn't going to weaken anytime soon, let alone subside completely. While I'm at it, I thought that going back to the 3rd floor to retrieve my foldable umbrella was too much trouble. Even so, trying to endure the current situation without doing anything isn't going to get me anywhere, so I had no choice but to sluggishly go back. this were a usual Friday, I would have dashed to the station before I could even dawn or hesitate about something like this. After all, if this were a usual Friday, I would have been much more motivated to return to my apartment. I've been so caught up to these pointless thoughts that I hurriedly pressed the answer button on my cell phone without even checking the caller. I believe it to be Setsuna.
もしもしもしもし
It's almost as if ridiculing my enthusiasm. Rather than a laugh, all I can hear from the other side of the line is the sound of the city streets, just like the sound coming from my end of the line.
どなたですか
After that, I finally checked the number on the display. The display shows it's a payphone, something I haven't seen on the calling screen in a few years.
もしもしもしもし
Damn, how did he have the same number? All these years, he never changed.
せつな
The reason I asked that name first was for safety, because I had uttered the name of the person I most suspected and been wrong. There's no telling what will happen. Even as I'm receiving a silent call, overwhelmed with impatient unease, I still find myself acting in a sly, cool-headed manner, which makes me dislike myself even more.
カズサか何やってんだよお前
How did she know his number?
もう会うこともないって言ったのお前だろどうしてかけてくるんだよ
Her voice is shaking terribly, but not from the code.
近づかないんじゃなかったのかよ昔のお前を知ってる俺にはもう
近づいてないだろうただ電話しただけじゃないか
同じことだろバカ
バカって言うな私のこと自分のものみたいに扱うな
何しにかけてきたんだよカズさんお前俺をこんなに悩ませて楽しいか
No.
何も聞かずにいきなりそれかよ優しさのかけらもないんだなお前
ああはいはい悪かったなでなんだなるべく手短に頼むわ
I never want to talk to her in this way. Even if I'm to tell her these things, I want to do it in a very different way.
手短にまとめるとたった一言で済むな消えちまえこのバカ
バカって言うなよ俺のことそういう風に扱うな
Hey, what's the matter, Kazusa? Or is there something you want to talk about?
最低だよお前もういい
そっかじゃあな
But right now, now that I have promised Setsuna that I'll be waiting for her.
邪魔したなもう会わないだけじゃなく二度と電話もしない今度こそ永遠にさよならだ
I know this seems sad, but remember, this is for the best. We have to love Setsuna.
じゃあ
今どこにいるんだよ
Damn, Haruki, you're too damn nice. Yet, why am I afraid of crossing the line at the very end? No, what am I doing? No, what I'm doing is crossing the
わ
line.
からないここどこだ
俺にはお前が何を言ってんだかわからないよ
And Kazusa too continued to speak, even though she just proclaimed that this would be our final goodbye. Why is she answering me immediately? I said she's anticipating me to respond to her.
とりあえず電話ボックスの中ここは寒くなくて助かる
外なんだな近くか
Damn, dude, don't do it, Haruki! You're too damn nice!
お前がどこにいるかわからないのに答えられると思うか
海洋車 御宿だよ。
But it's not like there's anything wrong with this. I'm simply answering her in a professional way. I'm only helping her out a little.
奇遇だな。私も御宿だ。
多分って。だからそれどういう。
最初はホテルの前だったんだ。でもそこからどこをどのくらい歩いたのか記憶になくて。
それで
The way I'm speaking so calmly right now proves that.
どうすれば戻れるんだろうな、ホテルに。
そんなのタクシー拾えばいいだろう。そんな当たり前のことを聞くためにわざわざ俺に電話してきたのか。
Though I suppose rather than calm, I'm being far too cold. I don't think I'd be able to act like this towards someone I didn't have an interest in.
本当にな。たった一つこの番号だけ覚えてるなんて、私って何なんだろう。
Yet this idiot is mixing strange hints into the
母
conversation.
さんの番号も事務所の番号も実家だってメモリの中にしかないってのに。
おい、それどういう意味だ。
She can call my number, which she knows by heart, but she can't call the other numbers that are saved in her phone's memory. And her call is from a telephone booth.
携帯電池切れたのか。
携帯か。それも一緒に。
I wanted her. You know, Kazusa, she's kind of a mess, you know? Because, you know, when we first met Kazusa doing Coda, Kazusa didn't have boots. She was walking barefooted in the snow. She said she did it because her boots heels was like unbalanced. It was hard to walk in. It's kind of hard to believe that. You think something similar happened? Maybe it's the paparazzis or something. And then she like freak out. And then she probably like threw her boots at them or something. That's why she's barefooted. This is kind of like the similar situation. She's not barefooted. I think she has her shoes, but she lost everything else. She's kind of a mess with Haruki.
一緒にどうした。
But you know, this is what we're doing though. We gotta settle things with Kazusa so we can move on with Setsuna. Something's wrong. Something happened to Kazusa.
どうしたんだろう。タクシー降りた時は確かに持ってたのに。
I immediately feel a chill go down my spine. The terrifying omen causes my knee to tremble.
お前もしかして携帯落としたのか。
Normally this wouldn't be that big of a deal.
ポシェットの中にまとめて入れてあったんだ。私普段そういうの全然持ち歩かないから。来日前にしびれを切らして母さんが買ってきた。
もしかして携帯だけじゃなくて全部。
そうだよ。私の服や小物なんて全部母さんか会社の人が買ってきたものだ。だって私買い物とか全然行かないし。
ちょっと待って、落ち着け。
I'm the one who's not calm.
だってさ、服になんか興味ないもん。何を着ればいいのかなんてわからない。それをあのファッション誌の記者、バカじゃないのか。
いいかカズさん、タクシー拾え。ホテルに戻ればなんとかなるだろう。
なんで私が逃げなくちゃ。私は何も悪いことしてないよ。
Kazusa seems to have forgotten the reason she called me.
事情を話すのが面倒なら海洋車ビルって言え。俺今そこの下にいるから。それなら俺が。
寒いよ、春樹。けど眠れない。 だから眠ったら死ぬぞとか言われても大丈夫だ。
Damn it, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make me feel bad for her. It's kind of working though. Cause now I'm thinking, damn man. She can't. She needs a Haruki, bro. Without her mom, she's so. She can't help. She can't take care of herself.
どこにいる？今どこにいるんだよお前。
だから自分でもわからないって言ってるだろ。お前は人の話を何も聞いちゃいないの。
しっかりしろカズサ。正常な判断力を取り戻せ。
それは無理だな。すっごく熱っぽい。こりゃ39度くらいあるかもな。
救急車を呼べ。日本では119だ。
バカかお前は。救急車をタクシー代わりに使うのよ。問題になってるって海洋グラフで見たぞ。
カズサ。
There's no use. She really has lost the ability to think straight. This isn't a situation I can run away from anymore. If I don't do something, she's helpless.
近くに何が見える？そこに何がある？
Yes, she's helpless. I have no choice but to do something.
だから電話ボックスの中だって。
目を凝らしてよく見ろ。何か特徴的な建物とか。
ヤックがある。目の前に。
御宿にいくつあると思ってんだよそれ。
Of all the unique landmarks Kazusa could detect in her barely conscious state, she had to pick the world-famous hamburger chain. And
やば、綺麗。
damn, the use of a 100 yen coin she paid with, whether she find it or she had it in her pocket, had just run its course. A telephone booth in a hamburger restaurant. I tried to narrow her location down with hints so vague they could be straight from a orienteering competition. I don't know if we can find her. That's kind of tough. Fast food chain joint. Never mind, he found her. I thought you can only find her if you do her route. She was right in front of the station. Actually, think about it with a cool head. Telephone booths nowadays are so rare that finding one is the hard part. The amount of people who have regular use of one are so few that even if someone were to sit in one and never leave, no one would care.
大丈夫か？
Not that there is any point in asking her that. After all, had this stubborn person been okay, she would never have relied on me, I think.
おい、カズサ。
遅い。
I was only 5 minutes away from here, but in the end, it took me almost 30 minutes to get here. Because, you know, it's hard. I thought he would never find her, to be honest. 30 minutes, not bad. Because I had no idea she'd be in such an easy to find place. There are countless taxis right in front of her, and she could get on the train at any time, but more than anything, there's a map right over there. What the fuck?
とにかく立て。ここにいたら風邪ひくぞ。
Though I can't tell her that in the situation, I couldn't say that even if it wasn't Kazusa.
もう遅い。肺炎手前だ。
ならなおさら急げ。ほら、捕まれ。
Yeah, let's go to the burger joint. I grab her outreach hand and pull her up.
重い。
くたばれ。
Because Kazusa is barely exerting any strength, her entire body weight is resting on my arms. Anyone looking would think she has blacked out from drinking too much. No one could possibly know that this is the famous Toma Kazusa.
とにかく移動するぞ。少しだけ頑張れ。
Kazusa shows a vague sign of agreement, even though her entire body and voice are still unsteady. And then she slowly glued herself to my back. I feel like... I don't know, man. I know this is a very important scene. I'm curious. Yeah, I don't have that much saves. I'm like, I feel like they should have given Kazusa more sprites. When she's looking at me like this, doesn't she look fine? They should have given like a weaker facial expression for Kazusa. She seems kind of fine when I look up though. Like, you know, when she's like tired or something, they should give her like a tired expression. I think they did give her a tired expression. They should have used that. You know, I just had to let that out of my chest.
お前な。
Yeah, see, they could have used this. That fits more. See, I knew they had a soft expression in Kazusa. They didn't have to use her when she's glaring at me.
今日はタクシー使うんだよ。だからそこまでくらい歩け。
She actually put her hands on my shoulder and tried to ride piggyback, just like that night in Strasbourg. All right, we can give her a piggyback ride.
ほら、しっかりしろ。
After taking almost 10 minutes to get to Kazusa to the taxi, stand 50 meters away. Dead 10 minutes. I finally managed to get her inside the car. At this point, I might as well just giving her a piggyback ride.
どちらまで行きます？
ああ、
Once Kazusa makes it to her seat, she starts breathing heavily and reverts her eyes towards the windows, as if she's trying to avoid my gaze. Even though the windows are already wet from the rain, her breath cloud is white, proving it just how high her body temperature is.
南スエツグまでお願いします。
Then is that her old house? That's why I couldn't ask her. They knew the hotel that is surely right around the corner. Going to her old house, right? Oh, his apartment. Should call Setsuna.
届いてますか？よかった。
I show Kazusa a thumbs up, but she only nods apathetically. Pathetically.
中身は、ええ、そうです。クレジットカードは2種類。
The person's telling me that Kazusa's belongings are fine, and the only employee in the Japanese branch of Tomo Yoko office. When I called Hamada-san about the number to their office, pestered me with questions about whether I'm up for the exclusive coverage after all. Once I called the office, this woman who seemed to be about to head home answered.
携帯電話と、あと小銭入れと。
No other company than Toma Yoko office would so easily trust a young man like me claiming to be calling in Kazusa's name. I do think they should worry about security a little more though.
現金は、は？1430円？
1430.
ええ、もともとそれくらいしか持ってなかったそうです。間違いありません。
Kazusa gives a thumbs up to let me know everything is in order. How careless can an alleged adult be?
ああ、はい。ちゃんと本人にも伝えておきます。ホテルに戻っていると思うので。ああ、いや、大丈夫。こちらから連絡しておきます。明日か明後日にでもそちらに伺うと思います。はい。はい。それじゃあ、どうもありがとうございました。
よかったな、春樹。落とし物が見つかって。
Damn, bro. Is she back to normal?
ところでさ、何か食べるものないか？お前があまりにも長電話するもんだから、いつの間にか腹が減ってきた。
I can make curry. At this point, there are so many mistakes in what she's saying that I don't even know where to start correcting her.
そうだ。あれがいいな。あれにしてくれ。
あれってなんだよ。年寄りみたいな指示語の使い方するな。
ほら、あれだよ。ボンゴレ雑炊。まずいけど、お前が作れるものなんてその程度だろ。
Alright.
今なら俺、もう少し手の込んだもの作れるけど。
すぐできるからあれでいい。
Dang, she just wanna remember the good old days. She want that porridge.
いや、そんなに時間変わらないけど。
うじうじ言ってないで早く作れ、ボンゴレ雑炊。腹が減って死にそうだ。
さっきまでは寒くて死にそうだったくせに。
Yeah,
うるさいな。
she's dying.
本当にお前はいちいち細かいことばかり。
She's always dying.
わかったよ。じゃあ20分待ってろ。
She asked if I had any food, but it was curious how she's so set on this specific dish. Regardless, since I'm not short on ingredients or unsure about my seasoning, I put the pot on the stove and light it up. More importantly, she's doing better than I expected. She's around 37.7 Celsius, so it's not exactly high. But as of now, Kazusa's health comes first. What am I saying? Before I know it, I've done it again. She said, we'll never meet again. Go disappear, you idiot. It's goodbye forever this time. I swore that I would never get close to Kazusa for Setsuna's sake.
パジャマ出しておいたから。飯作ってる間に着替えとけ。洗面所はそっち。
女物だな、これ。
Yeah. These are Setsuna's, but I'm sure it fits you. Why is she in my room? Undressing? Without Setsuna? It's cause Haruki don't got no damn common sense, bro. The right thing to do is call Setsuna. Call Setsuna so that you found Kazusa in the fucking rain. She's dying of fucking ammonia or some shit. And I'm gonna feed her porridge. That's what a fucking person with common sense would do, bro. Why don't Kazusa ask Setsuna for help? Aren't they friends? Not in Kazusa's eyes. Not really. Yes and no. But Haruki should have had common sense though, at least. Call Setsuna, right? That's the one, that's the biggest issues on their relationship. Setsuna doesn't like having secrets. She doesn't like Haruki keeping secrets. She wants Haruki to communicate. Haruki doesn't want to communicate. Setsuna is mad that he met with Kazusa in Strasbourg, but she's more mad that he didn't tell her, that Haruki didn't tell Setsuna that he met Kazusa in Strasbourg. That's what she's more mad about. And he's doing it again. Fucking Haruki don't fucking learn.
刹那のか。
Yeah, that's Setsuna PJs.
ま
はって当然だろ。なんで言葉を濁そうとするんだよ。
あ悪い。
別に分かってるんだ。この部屋が刹那の場所だって分かってるんだ。ちょっとだけ借りるぞ。
It's okay.
脱いだ服はカゴの中に入れといてくれ。朝までに乾かしとく。
I'll sleep on the floor. Maybe in the bathtub.
余計なお世話だ。
Alright. I like her blush. She knows, huh? I see. She knows. She knows that I purposely gave her Setsuna clothes. The true reason behind it, and why I was lost for words just now. She knows everything. I had something on my glasses. Keep bothering me.
どうだカズさん。
まずいな。やっぱり人にご馳走するような料理じゃない。
お前が食いたいって言ったんだ。
どれだけまずかったか思い出すためにな。
言ってろ。
As expected, Kazusa has only bad things to say. After all, her reaction is identical to back then. That day. Just like today, Kazusa collapsed, and I was in the kitchen of the Toma household.
刹那に教えてもらった料理だ。
Damn.
そういえばそうだったな。
You gotta make sure. Let her know Setsuna exists.
前に言ったっけ？
It was 5 years ago when Setsuna taught me how to make this. Kazusa was in an even worse state than she is today, putting the whole school festival performance that took place only a few days after in danger. What if she had the PJs ready? Well, I mean, Haruki said that it'd take 20 minutes to make the porridge, so I'm sure she can change her clothes in 20 minutes. Oh, you meant when Haruki has the PJs ready, Setsuna pajamas. Setsuna always visits, so she got her PJs. Setsuna taught me the recipe over the phone, and I'm certain I didn't write it down anywhere.
気のせいかもな。
そっか。
What she said? Must be my imagination. I wonder what she said that. We told her Setsuna made it. Well, taught me. Well, yeah. Maybe in her head, she thought Haruki just came up with the recipe. Maybe that's what she thinks in her head. God damn it.
やっぱりまずい。
ああ、そうかよ。
Kazusa holds the warm bowl firmly in her hands, complaining all the while. This too is a scene I saw 5 years ago. These two events overlap to an uncomfortable degree, including the fact that it's only her and me here.
呆れて物も言えない。
うるさいな。物も言えないなら喋るなよ。
Just like 5 years ago, Kazusa beautifully finishes in my unimpressive dish without letting anything go to waste. Then she obediently goes along with my order to go rest. She lies down on the bed and turns her back to me.
記者にポシェットを投げつけたって。それちっとも落としてないだろ。先に言えよ。
Right now, she's blocking her ears as I lecture her.
冷静になってみて思い出したんだ。あの時は怒りで頭に血が上ってて。
I know, man. She's blocking her ears. So she's doing this shit right now. When Haruki was talking. But she hasn't grown at all. She's still immature. That's still our Kazusa, man. She hasn't changed in 5 years. She's still the same. That kind of brings a smile, right? Just a little smile. She's still the same after all these years. Even if she got all famous and stuff, she still Kazusa.
まずそこが問題だ。お前、もう少し人付き合いなんとかならないのか？
私はピアノ弾きだ。人と喋るのは仕事じゃない。
They say fame changes people. Kazusa is not one of them.
芸術家って言ったところで芸人の一種だろ。自分に興味持ってくれる人がいなくちゃ話が始まらないんだぞ。
でもあの女記者ひどいんだ。厚かましいんだ。まるで春樹みたいだったんだ。
Damn.
相手だってさ、頑張ってるのにずっとお前に袖にされ続けて少し冷静さを欠いていたんじゃないかな。
Ooh, Haruki, the responsible adult, with an adult-like answer. As a receiver of baseless slander, I strike back at her without losing my temper in the slightest.
でもこっちは今までこんな扱いされたことないんだ。日本に来てまだ1週間しか経ってないのに。
自分が優しくすれば向こうだって優しくしてくれる。
あいつらにそんな常識が通用するとは思えないね。この前なんか部屋の前までカメラ抱えてきたんだぞ。ホテルにも迷惑になるってことがわからないのかよ。
ちょっと耳は痛いけど同業者をそんな風に足ざまには言えないよ。俺はどれだけ一生懸命かは分かってるつもりだし。
ほら結局お前の考えなんて単なる身内の馴れ合いじゃないか。
誰にだって身内は大切だろ。自分にとって一番近い社会なんだから。
At that moment alone, I realized I'm getting goosebumps at my own words.
そのセリフちっとも心に響かないぞ。私より母親と仲悪いくせに。
それは5年前の古い情報だろ。
じゃあちゃんと仲直りしたのか？お前が私にさせたように。
Damn. That kinda hurt. My emotionless words were seen through by Kazusa. Why would she remember my family circumstances from 5 years ago? Something so minor.
ほら見ろ。人には自分の意見を押し付けようとするくせに、自分では何もできてないのが北原春樹ってやつだ。
That's messed up. She's calling him a hypocrite.
そんな特殊事例だけを持ち出して勝ったって騒ぐのはみっともないぞ。
春樹の中身のない説教の方がよっぽどみっともない。一般論や道徳論ばかりで自分の経験に根ざしてない。ただ説教のためだけの説教だ。
I hope Haruki make up with his parents at least before the story ends. That'd be kinda cool.
そんなの当たり前だ。喋る言葉から人生経験がにじみ出てくるほどまだ生きてない。
You know, like Clonard. That'd be tight. But then the difference is we never even saw Haruki parents, so I guess it wouldn't make sense.
今度は開き直りか？
たとえマニュアル通りに生きてても一生懸命マニュアルに従ってればいつかは経験が追いついてくれるって思ってる。
だからお前は大成しないんだ。周りの常識をなぞってばかりだから周りから突き抜けることができない。
それがなんだよ。
その社会の中で上の方には行けるけどトップに上り詰めることはできそうにないな。
別にトップになることだけが幸せってわけじゃないだろ。
例えば？
そういう突き抜けられる人のそばにいてその人が登っていくのを助ける喜びだってあるだろ。
お前そういうの望みなのか？
あくまで一般論だよ。
That's something I should have said to a genius who didn't manage to break past.
なあカズさん、お前こそ5年前から少しも変わってないじゃないか。
See, that's what I was saying too. I said that earlier. I was like, bro, she's still the same. After all these years, 5 years, she's still the same. And she went through a lot, right? She made up with her mom. She got super, I wouldn't say super. She got famous, a successful pianist, praised prodigy, right? And she lived in another country for 5 years. Yet, she's still Kazusa. That's kind of nice. I like that.
うるさいな。何時間説教を続ければ気が済むんだ、春樹は。
At that question, I look up at the clock to see that an hour has actually passed.
少しくらい素直になれよ。
そんなことできるか？
なんでだよ。意味もない意地ばっかり張りやがって。
そんなことしたらとんでもないことになるからだよ。
お前本当はいいやつなんだからさ。そんないつも虚勢を張ってないでさ。
もううるさい。そろそろ静かにしてくれ。私は眠いんだ。
勝手に寝ろ。俺は勝手に喋ってる。
うざ。
じゃおやすみ。お前今のままじゃさ、陽子さんの助けがなくなったらどうすんだよ。昔がどうだったかは知らないけど、少なくとも今のお前彼女にべったりだろ。ものすごい過保護に育てられてるだろ。そりゃさ、お前のピアノの才能はそうやって手厚く保護したくなる魅力に溢れてるんだと思う。けどさ、それに甘えてこれからもずっと面倒なことは母親任せで自分はピアノだけ弾いてるってのはどうなんだ？お前が昔捨てられたって誤解してたから、陽子さんだって責任感じてこの5年間お前に罪滅ぼしみたいなことしてくれてた。けどさ、そろそろ お前の方が恩返しする番じゃないか。独り立ちして喜ばれるなんてすごく手軽な割に効果的な親孝行じゃないか。ほんと羨ましいよ。
Damn.
俺は。
He said it. He's jealous. He want to make up to his parents too. Yeah. I already know Kazusa is asleep, but unable to keep the words from spilling out of my mouth, continuing my annoying lecture toward the sleeping Kazusa. Let's be real, dude. She is not asleep, dude. She's probably like making noises, but she's actually awake. If I kept this up, Kazusa would have gotten sick of me, giving me a bitter laugh and exclaimed that everything has become ridiculous. She said she would go back to being the Tomokazu from 5 years ago, when her classmate and the girl I had a one-sided crush on. Of course, that's a wish far too extravagant and far too cruel. No, she did change a little bit. She does get angry a little bit more. That's one thing she did change. Well, maybe she always been like that. I don't remember. It's been 5 years.
海王社にあなたの住所を聞いてね。いるんでしょ？
いますけど。
It's 2 p.m. Hearing the pouch that Kazusa lost in her hands, Toma Yoko came to my apartment herself. For someone coming to pick up their daughter who didn't return, she seems awfully calm.
昨夜はうちの娘がいろいろと世話になったみたいで。
If anything, she's acting as if her daughter being here is the most natural thing in the world. Yeah, cause it's all her fault too. She's the one that's trying to keep getting fucking Kazusa and Haruki together. She's making all these connections, making Haruki, his job is to interview her and shit. Well, not interview, but you know the exclusive thing his manager talk about. That's all because of her.
言っておきますが、何もしてませんよ。
Give Haruki the free tickets.
そう。それは気の毒に。
What he said. Who is she referring to?
とにかく上がらせてもらうわよ。あ、それと私砂糖は4杯だから。ミルクもたっぷりね。
What the fuck? I didn't do that.
コーヒーですか？紅茶ですか？
Coffee, right? It's 2 p.m.
ああ、ごめんなさい。コーヒーで。インスタントならスプーン半分でお願い。
お湯沸かしますから少し待っててください。
Dang, it's instant coffee. Spoiling the water. That was not what she should have apologized about. These two really are mother and daughter. You said coffee's alright.
さてと、それで我がバカ娘は。
すいません。来ると分かってたら起こしたんですけど。
She's sleeping peacefully in the PJs. Yoko-san looks at Kazusa lying sprawled in the bed in bewilderment.
これ、いつから
12 hours.
そろそろ12時間くらい
Oh,
です。
fucking godlike!
ちょっと熱があったから食事取った後すぐ休ませました。
You know I said 12 hours. You heard that. I said 12 hours. Because it's 2 p.m. And I had a feeling they went to sleep at 2 a.m. Because Haruki and Kazusa, well, whenever we do Haruki route, you go very late. Alright, they're always going to AMs. So I had a feeling it had to be like around 2 a.m. I'm fucking nice. Alright, I feel good about that. I don't know, I feel good about getting the 12 hours thing right. Set inside the amount of time I lectured her, that is.
食事も
って言っても雑炊ですけどね。あとデザート。
Does that though? Without any concern to me screaming with my hands over my eyes, she ate all of the jam in my fridge.
参った。これは本当に参った。
I just like the way you say dessert.
陽子さん。
Yoko-san changes her bewilderment expression into do some exaggerated European gesture by limiting with both her hands raised and spread open. You mean like this? I don't know if I guess I do that sometimes. I don't know if that's a European thing though. And what is she so bothered about? Is Kazusa bad at waking up like Setsuna is?
何が日本には居場所がないよ。ここだけ違い方形親の面目丸つぶれ。
Yo, you talking out loud. I can hear you.
なんなのこの幸せそうな顔は。落書きしちゃおうかな。ギターくん、サインペン持ってる？油性のやつ。
I don't have any pins on me. Sorry, ma'am.
あるけど貸しませんから。
Oh yeah, I forgot. Haruki's a journalist. I guess he would. After that, Yoko-san kept staring at Kazusa's sleeping face, mumbling complaints along the way. But Kazusa showed no signs of waking up, and Yoko-san didn't show any attentions to wake her up.
砂糖水じゃなかった。コーヒーどうぞ。
He's a sugar water.
ありがとう。って苦いわねこれ。
Instant coffee. Like mother, like daughter, surely.
それにしても久々ね。2週間ぶりくらい？
そうですね。
Though compared to the 5 years before that, this is hardly worth mentioning.
へえ、ここがギターくんの城か。本当に狭いのね。
I mean, he lived in Japan too. It's an apartment.
普通の会社員ですから。
お、ギターくんのギターめっけ。ちょっと貸して。
は
あ、へえ、アコギか。よくて1万ってところかしら。
Not bad. That's $100.
あ、もっとします。
Oh, okay.
1万5000円です。
$150? Alright. The things I want to lecture her on increase by the minute, but I know she has no ill intent. She's just a little arrogant. Damn, she's pretty good. Alright. No, wait a second. When I started playing the guitar 5 years ago, and also half a year ago, I became painfully aware of the skill difference between me and a certain delinquent classmate, but it was a rather humiliating experience. Our current situation is no more and no less than what happened back then. She's cool.
10年ぶりくらいかしら。もう見る影もないわね。
Damn. Musical genius. I wish I got that talent. I just want a little talent like that. Just 10%. 5%. 1% of the talent. I had enough of this family. How much despair must they bring upon us normal people until they are satisfied?
最近あまり使ってないみたいね。腕落ちるわよ、ギターくん。
Yeah.
北原です。もうギターくんはやめてください。
Having her make a difference in skills so a parent feels like some kind of humiliation fetish.
そういえば、うるさくして隣に迷惑だったかしらね。後で謝っておいてね。
Yeah, paper thin walls.
大丈夫ですよ。今は空き部屋ですから。
Oh, they moved out. Sweet. She had no intention of apologizing herself.
あ、そう。それはよかった。本当にいいことだわ。
What does she mean by that? Oh, I know what she mean by that. I was like, what the fuck? I was thinking, is it because of the loud sex? Is that why? Nah. She's gonna rent the room. I remember, she's rich as fuck. She can rent the room easy. Despite Yoko-san showing guitar performance, Kazusa still showed no signs of waking up. Damn it, Haruki, why you gotta say that to her?
何ですか？
Yoko-san speaks to me with gaze still focused on Kazusa's sleeping face.
カズサの独占取材断ったんだって。
俺には荷が重いですから。
あなた以外だとそもそもカズサが背負わせてくれないんだけど。
だったら別に書かなくてもいいじゃないですか。
マスコミの人間がそんなこと言っちゃっていいの？
I understand that mixing work with private affairs. thinking about my own convenience and cowardly running for dear life. But inside that self-interest, there is actually another feeling existing alongside, coming from a different direction.
彼女だって嫌がってる。それにもう十分話題になってる。今さらそんな特集なんか組まなくても。
My desire to not betray Setsuna any further, and my desire to not put Kazusa any further into the spotlight. These are two egoistical feelings.
プロモーターとしてはどんな話題でもいいから今のうちに知名度を上げておきたいのよね。
當麻陽子のようにですか。
そうね。それこそスキャンダルでも何でも。
あ、
Am I supposed to admire her because her words come from experience?
日本にいるうちに一本くらいは CM 撮りたかったんだけど、何しろ本人が固くなに嫌がってね。
だって當麻上は當麻陽子じゃないですから。
どういうところが？
そうですね。自分を売り込むことが大の苦手で、口数が少ない上にたまに喋ると口下手で、人に気持ちを伝えるスキルが壊滅的で。
Yeah.
的確ね、あなた。
Without getting angry or laughing, Yoko-san merely looks at me with an unusual expression. I think it was like this 5 years ago too, when we met for the first time.
そっくりなところも多いけど、全然違うところだってたくさんあると思うんです。
そりゃそうよ。私の血は半分しか入ってないんだもの。同じ人間になんかなるわけがない。
彼女の父親って。
ノーコメント。
Damn, we don't know who the daddy is.
すいません。立ち入ったこと聞いちゃって。
例の仕事を受けてくれるんなら話してもいいけど。
Oh, we do know who the daddy is.
いえ、やっぱりお断りします。
そんなにこの子のそばにいるのが嫌？
仕事じゃなくて、その条件のことです。そういうこと、そういう軽さで話さないでほしいんです。彼女、傷つくと思うから。
つまり、さっきあなたが父親のことを聞いたのは、軽い気持ちじゃなかったってことかしら。
Damn, she's good. Yo, got him. She makes it look like she's talking with sincerity, but she never misses the opportunity to put me in a bind.
ま、わかったわ。さっきの条件は撤回する。それでも、仕事の方はもう一度考えてほしいんだけどな。
どうしてですか？なんで俺に？
みんなに、素顔の當麻上を知ってもらいたいから。
だから、どうして？
Even that why carries with two different questions.
あなたも知っての通り、この子、誤解されやすいからね。このままじゃ、多分そのうち、ボロが出まくる。
The first question is, where's the need to show everyone her true self?
なのに、あなたも知っての通り、この子、結構小心者で傷つきやすいから、このままじゃ、多分そのうちボロボロになる。
The second question is, what do I have to carry the burden of this task?
だから、みんなに見せてあげてほしいのよ。この子
Damn,
が
dude.
あなたにだけ見せる素顔を。
It's such a heavy burden.
あなたの知ってる、あなたの目を通した、あなたが魅力を感じている女の子を。
そんな。
Why would I do something like that?
當麻上自身にも。
Damn! Why do I have to show them such precious thing? I always kept it hidden for the sole purpose of no one seeing it. I'm gonna say my piece after this. I'll wait till the scene's over.
お願い。
俺は。
I couldn't possibly. And I don't have to write either.
この仕事が上への別れのメッセージでもいい。それでも何かを伝えてあげて。この子を振ってあげて。
Damn. It's just as Yoko-san says. I still haven't rejected Kazusa, and she hasn't rejected me. At the airport terminal, we embraced, cried, and kissed, and then Kazusa passed the gate with eyes filled with tears. Ever since back then, And up until this very moment, we never promised that the two of us needed to stop longing for one another.
今の状態でコンサート本番を迎えたら、カズサの演奏はきっとひどいものになる。重度のホームシックなのよ。今、
そんなの俺には直せませんよ。
本当にそう思う？
だってカズサはウィーンに帰りたがってるのに。
ホームってそこだと思う？
The person is completely different from how she looks. The Tomoyoko that Kazusa thought up is beyond inaccurate.
とにかく考えておいて。週明けにもう一度編集部に連絡する。
Tomoyoko is an overprotective mother. For her daughter's sake, she'll do anything without hesitation. Without once considering the feelings of those she dragged into her mess or what happens to them.
それじゃあ私そろそろ帰るから。お邪魔したわね。
あ、でもカズサがまだ。
財布も戻ってきたんだし、起きたら自分の足で帰るように言ってちょうだい。もう子供じゃないんだから。
ごもっとも。
それじゃまたね、北原記者。
Hey. Nay. I have no peace to say anymore. Right. I was like, damn. This feels like a Kazusa route, right? I was thinking maybe Kazusa the true heroine. Cause she said all this stuff, right? Show them the girl you know, the girl you seen with your own eyes, whose charming qualities you felt drawn to. I'm like, damn. It's up to Haruki to show the world the true Kazusa. But then she did another favor, right? She asked him, show the world the true Kazusa, and also break up with her. Tell her goodbye for real this time. Damn. I was like, oh shit. So this is still probably similar to Introduction. It's a mix of Kazusa and Setsuna, right? It's not just Kazusa route, it's gonna be Setsuna too. Because they added this bit. Just in case you pick Setsuna right, they added this bit. And we still hasn't seen Setsuna concert, right? It's just that we haven't seen a lot of Setsuna yet. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot more Setsuna screen time in the future. It's just like a Setsuna and Kazusa route. And they also they have insurance too. To make you feel, you could either love her or you could, well, not love her, but show the world who she truly is. But also break up with her. Dang. Just when I thought she had stopped calling me Guitar-kun, Yoko-san came up with a new label for me, binding me to my new crucifix. You gotta take the job. This is a good opportunity to break up with her. For real this time. Kazusa, who I brought home on Friday, didn't wake up until Sunday morning. Dang. When she woke up and our eyes met, she immediately began hurling abuse at me, put on her clothes, and left. As well, I can see that as her just hiding her embarrassment. But I like to teach her a thing or two about showing gratitude to the person whose house her and gave her food. But in truth, the only time I was able to forget about the worries that have been plaguing me since yesterday was those 10 minutes. I land on the bed and take a deep breath. Sitting waiting next to the sleeping Kazusa this entire time has finally caught up to my entire body. No, I can't close my eyes. If I close my eyes now, my entire weekend will have been nothing but looking at someone sleep and sleeping myself. I land on the bed and take a deep breath. And then I realize something I haven't noticed before. A scent that reaches the depth of my heart, but a scent different to the usual. The scent of Kazusa. The bed smells like Kazusa. Don't do it, Haruki! Because Setsuna hasn't been here for a short while, her familiar, sweet, and captivating scent is completely gone. I can't. I have to close my eyes. But if I don't close my eyes now, I'll be sucked into the darkness of those thoughts again. I'll go through the entire weekend not getting a wink of sleep.
このままじゃ多分そのうちボロボロになる。
No, it doesn't matter if my eyes are closed or not. In the end, everything repeats itself anyway. When I collapse on the bed and resign myself to sleep, the ominous words of yesterday floats up in my head again.
今の状態でコンサート本番を迎えたらカズさんの演奏はきっとひどいものになる。
Yoko-san prediction. Please stop it already. What is it you want me to do? I have nothing to do with Kazusa anymore.
だからみんなに見せてあげてほしいのよ。この子があなたにだけ見せる素顔を。
No, Yoko-san told me exactly what to do. She told me to do my job. To accept my exclusive coverage of Kazusa. To be on her tail during her stay in Japan. And
この子を振ってあげて。
damn, we gotta break up with her. He never did that, huh? The way they ended Introduction Route. Haruki kissed Kazusa in front of Setsuna. And Kazusa left. And nothing but bitterness and those feelings for the past 5 years. He never settled things with Kazusa. I'm sleepy. I can't sleep. Kazusa stole all of my sleep, and in return, I was given all of her anguish. Perhaps this too is part of Toma Yoko plan. Compared to the stable private life of a regular magazine reporter like me, with the emotional stability of a popular pianist who's about to hold a concert, obviously the latter is much more important. It may be something obvious, but even the regular magazine reporter has a life he needs to protect. I pick up my cell phone and look at my incoming calls history. But my 20 most recent calls, the name of the person I want to find doesn't exist. Setsuna. The reason I can't fall asleep tonight is because Setsuna isn't by my side. Because the person I want to be with more than anyone isn't in my embrace. Even when Kazusa was asleep, I kept worrying about Setsuna suddenly coming over. But Setsuna never came. The someday in her "I promise to call you someday" didn't refer to this week. Even though I'm aware it's my fault, I can't stop myself from resenting her for it. As I'm feeling disgusted by the ugliness of my own heart, the name Ogiso Setsuna appears on my screen before I know it. Setsuna would stop me, wouldn't she? Perhaps she will rebuke me. Perhaps she will start soaking. Perhaps she will cry over the phone. And then I would panic. I tell her that I won't make her feel sorrowful ever again, and make some other exaggerated proclamation like I always do. And then once again we return to how we used to be, that dreamlike reality. I want to hear Setsuna's voice. I just want to hear it! I pressed the button. I broke my promise to Setsuna. I mean, I forgot about the promise, but my feelings don't lie. I just want to hear her. I swore to her that I wouldn't call her until she forgave me. This isn't something beyond my control. I can make no excuses. Right now, I'm piling one awful action over another. But even then, I want to hear Setsuna's voice. No, I'm in trouble if I don't hear her voice. Hey, Setsuna. It looks like even in Japan, I'm having to interview Kazusa. It's apparently some kind of exclusive coverage. We will mostly be alone together for as long as she's in Japan. That sounds bad, doesn't it? Hey, Setsuna, stop me already. Lament over it. Chastise me over it. Give me a reason to say no. A reason that isn't for Kazusa's sake, but for your sake, Setsuna. Then she never picked up.
お疲れ。それじゃあ今日はこの辺で。
私まだまだ行けますけど。
いや、でももう4時間になるけど、それも休憩なしで。
そうでしたっけ？
そうでしたっけって。
歌い出すと底なしだな、相変わらず。
本番まであと1週間しかないんだから、この曲までは今日中に仕上げちゃいませんか？
別にそんなに無理しなくていいんだよ。せつなちゃんは今日が初練習なんだし。
でも私、本番まであと1回しか練習参加できないから。
それは俺たちの都合であって、せつなちゃんにそこまで無理を強いるのは。
そうそう、参加してくれるだけでもすっごく申し訳ないんだから。それというのも今日一と勝也の野郎が。
いいんですよ。今私すっごく歌いたい気分なんです。忘れたいことや思い出したいことがたくさんあるから。
でも今はもう会社勤めなのに、明日出勤なんだろ？
いいじゃん、せつながやりたいって言ってるんだから、気の済むまで歌わせてあげてよ。
友、お前妙に嬉しそうだな。
そうかな。そんなことないですよ。
ったく、タチの悪いファンだ。っていうかマネージャー？
いいのせつなちゃん、あいつと関わってると気がついたら一緒に芸能界デビューさせられてるよ。
そんな冗談は置いといて。さあ、もう一度頭からお願いします。
はいはい、こっちとしては願ってもないことで。じゃ行くぞ。
Damn. She's practicing. Setsuna. Setsuna. She's not picking up the phone. Alright. Well, in the end, my childish desire to push the decision on to Setsuna doesn't materialize. I don't know if she chose not to respond knowing who was calling her or if she just didn't notice. The result is clear. My indecision has been denied. It's an overbearing result telling me to bear the responsibility by myself. If I cheat on you, Setsuna,
北原、どうしたんだ？何かトラ
don't
ブルか？
fucking complain.
お休み中のところすいません、浜田さん。
嘘。どうしよ
Too late, Setsuna. My heart is set.
う。せつな？はるきくんだ。へえ、よかったじゃん。今回は向こうから折れてきたんだ。どうしたのかな。自分からは書けないって言ってたのにな。別れ話だったりして。どうも。
Too late. Haruki took job. Go back to sleep, Haruki. It's nothing important. You got a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I know Setsuna missed call after waking up from a deep slumber. It's 4 a.m. on Monday, but I didn't call her back after all, because it's 4 a.m.
やります。東間和沙の特集記事、俺に担当させてください。
Well, and also he already took the job, so it's too late. Because I already lost my last line of defense, that being Setsuna stopping me. Dang, January 14.
いやー、引き受けてくれて助かった。これでアンサンブルの編集長にも顔が立つ。
言っておきますけど、俺音楽性のことに関しては素人ですよ。
いいよ、そっちの記事はヘンプロに任せてある。お前が担当するのはあくまでも神秘のベールに包まれた東間和沙の死の部分だ。
ヘアヌードでも撮れって言うんですか。
Hey, alright. If it's a job, then I'll do it.
美人なら政治家だってグラビアになる時代だ。それができるなら今度は本物の社長賞もらだぞ。
Oh shit! Alright. Well, I'm not gonna do it, but I'll keep that in mind.
やっぱ前回のあれ偽物だったんですね。
And on Monday, just because his subordinates who stubbornly refused to do this job became a little more agreeable, my superior can't hide the smile on his face. I don't think this be a meager job, but it's something they're willing to completely hand over to a newcomer in his first year. It can't be much more than that, I think.
それでこの仕事はいつから？
もちろん今日から。
Dang. The fact that today is a national holiday has no relevance to the publishing business.
まだ何の準備もできてませんよ。
それはおいおいやっていけばいい。今日明日で。
God damn, bro. Is by tomorrow supposed to mean as I go?
今日からは基本出張扱いってことになるから、出勤時間も自由。毎日来る必要もない。
いいんですか？
Damn.
ただ週に2度、月曜と金曜に進捗報告とそこまでの成果物を提出すること。
わかりました。
I kind of like that freedom. The other day for my progress report after Friday will be Monday. He doesn't plan on giving me any time off during the weekends, does he?
それと仕事一つだけじゃどうせ暇になるだろうから、担当以外の雑務もメールベースで指示を出す。なのでメールチェックだけは絶対に怠るな。
了解しました。
He even plans on giving me work during my free time too.
とりあえず今はこんなところだが、他に質問は？
遠間家の方々の滞在場所をまずは挨拶に伺わないと。それに今後はそこが拠点になるんですよね。
ああ、それか。なんでも今朝方引き払ったそうだぞ。
She's gonna love Dexter Haruki.
引き払った？だって昨日はそんなこと
昨日？
言ってませんでしたよね、浜田さん。
Kazusa didn't mention that, did she?
そりゃ俺だって今朝方知ったばかりだし。実は今朝早く東間陽子が編集部に訪ねてきてな。お前は出先だったから紹介できなかったけど。
ああ、それは別にいいんですけど。
There's no point talking to her while others are present at this point. It's too much trouble having a conversation with so much to hide about our circumstances.
なんかホテルにも何度か取材が来て、いろいろトラブったみたいだからな。
ええ、そうなんです。か。
What the fuck? God. I once admitted to knowing everything about it.
今後は他者の目をくらますという意味もあって、二人は別々に都内に部屋を借りたらしい。ついでに練習場所も変えるそうだ。
そうですか。
つまりうち以外は全て東間和沙の足取りを失ったってことになる。完全独占スクープだぞ北原。
俺も足取りを失ってしまいましたが、どこに行けば東間さんに会えるんですか？
お前もう少し熱くなれない？天才美人ピアニストでお前の元同級生だろ？そんな女性と四六時中一緒にいられるんだぞ。
俺にとっては普段の仕事と何も変わりません。取材対象に会って話を聞いて記事にするだけです。
Damn, she's not human. She's a subject.
相変わらずクールだなお前。
ええ、まあ。
I can't do the job without that mindset. After all, that special circumstance leads only in a worse direction.
まあいいや。それについても心配ない。東間陽子からこれを預かってる。
Hamada-san opens a brown envelope and something falls out of it with a clang.
鍵だな。
で、これが？
いや、それだけ。渡せばわかるって。
What?
いや、わかりませんよ、普通。
だよな。どういう意味なんだろ
う。いや、ちょっと待ってください。そのくらい聞いといてくださいよ。上司なんだから。
いや、ちょっと待って、聞いてくれ。俺だって結構しつこく尋ねたんだって。
In the past, have ever so slightly chatted about Hamada-san's sloppiness with a job he hands out when I went out drinking with my coworkers. And as for everyone other than Hamada-san, Matsuoka-san in particular burst into laughter. But Hamada-san refused to speak to me for 3 days straight the next week. When I finally apologized to him on Thursday, he flipped out and shouted, "I can't be like Kazuoka." Not that any of that matters right now.
けどなんかケラケラ笑うだけで肝心なところは答えてくれなかったんだよ。
笑ってた。
Damn. Tomoyoko cackling? That mischievous woman who doesn't follow any societal norms? I have a bad feeling about this.
まあ、後で東間陽子に電話で聞いてみるよ。 新しい住所が分かったら連絡するから。
ああ、いえ、それはいいんです。自分の方で直接確認しておきますから。
What could I possibly figure out from a single key? This utterly commonplace apartment key.
あれ？
なんだ？まだ何か聞き漏らしがあったか？
いえ、そういう意味じゃなくて。あれ？
Wait a second. What did I notice as an apartment key? Yeah, let's see. They kind of made it obvious, but
そういえばうるさくして隣に迷惑だったかしらね。後で謝っておいてね。
大丈夫ですよ。今は空き部屋ですから。
あ、そう、それはよかった。本当にいいことだわ。
no, there's no way. There's no way she would. Yeah, she would. You know she would. She got the money and power. She's cold. Damn, she's thick.
寒い。
She's cold and thick. Causes a grew. Or I lied about her not fucking changing these past 5 years. She definitely grew. You think she's been crying? No, her eyes will be red. Her eyes not red. I think she's just cold.
そりゃ寒いだろう。
The lowest temperature for today is -1 Celsius. It's said in the weather forecast that it would be essentially cold during the night. In the midst of all that, if someone were to sit in front of an apartment exposed to the wind,
なんでこんなところに？
どうしてくれるんだ。
make her porridge.
何が？
But right now, the fact that she's sitting here shivering from the cold isn't the main issue at hand.
お前があんな馬鹿げた仕事を受けるから私までこんな目に。
Alright.
やっぱりこれは。
I took the key from my pocket and inserted it into the keyhole of the door Kazusa is sitting in front of. As if made for each other, the key enters without a hitch. That's because they are made for each other. No wonder the design is the same as the key to my apartment. This is really looking like a Kazusa route. Yeah, I think so too, but trust me, I think I still think they're gonna show more Setsuna later. Because they give us the, you know, we're the only one, Haruki's the only guy that can show the world Kazusa. But then they added insurance because we could choose Setsuna. And there's the perfect opportunity to reject her, right? I think it's a mix. It's Kazusa and Setsuna. We're just at the Kazusa part. Setsuna part is probably later.
今エアコンつけるから。
That means when we do the Kazusa route, it's gonna be pretty short, for sure.
なんだよこれ。何もないじゃないか。
そりゃ単なる賃貸のワンルームなんだから。
こんな狭いくせに何もなくて広く感じる部屋に私は一月もいなきゃならないのか。
Even inside the room, Kazusa shows no signs of calming down. But under the demeanor, I noticed she's conscious of a lot of things, so I chose not to retort.
なんてこった。これも全部お前の。
聞いてない。
なんだと？
だからってここに引っ越してくるなんて。そんな話聞いてないぞ。
But even Kazusa is conscious of a lot of things. I can't stop myself from rebutting her when she makes it sound like I made this happen. Because this would make it seem like all of my decisions up until now were all so I could be with Kazusa.
俺はお前の、いや、弊社はピアニスト東間和さんの独占取材を申し込んで、それを許諾されただけだ。
私はそんなこと許可した覚えはない。
Well, you did move here though.
東間和さんの権利を管理しているのは株式会社東間陽子オフィスだよ。そこがいいと言えば、それはもう OK なんだ。
Yeah, I feel like when we do Kazusa route, it's gonna be super short. It's probably gonna be like a Maybe 3 hours? I guess it's not super short. Those rules regarding contracts have been set in stone since hundreds of years ago, but Kazusa soaks like a child over it.
話を戻すぞ。俺は確かにこれからお前に張り付くことになった。
公認ストーカーかよ。
Yeah.
やってられないな。
けどそれは練習とかコンサートとか一応オフィシャルの場だけのつもりだった。こんなプライベートにまで侵食するなんて。
そんなつもりはなかったって？それはつまりお互いにってことか？自分のプライベートを邪魔するなってことか？
Damn.
何言ってんだよ、カズさん。
You know what he's talking. You know what Kazusa is talking about, Haruki. Come on, Haruki. Even though she's the one picking a fight with me, she glares at me as if I'm the one picking a fight with her. Why is she so angry? And what is hurting her? I wish she'd be a bit more logical about her emotions and control them a bit better.
私だって嫌だった。でも母さんが勝手に契約してきて。
分かってるよ、そんなこと。
ホテルだってチェックアウトさせられて、トランク一つで冬の寒空の中に放り出されて。
That does sound like her mom. Yoko-san. Isn't that going a bit far?
ただ住所と生き方のメモ一枚渡されて、こんなに付属の近くだなんて知らなかった。
どうして鍵をもらってこないんだよ。せめて部屋で待ってればよかったじゃないか。
私だとなくすからって。自分で何かしようとするなって。全部春樹に任せろって。その方が確実だからって。
She is kind of right though. I mean, last time she threw her entire bag at the paparazzis and she lost the hotel key. Well, probably nah, she lost everything. The credit cards, the bags.
Oh.
Well, it might be safer that way. But was it really necessary to get both keys to me?
もし今日春樹が帰ってこなかったらどうしようって。寒いし眠いしお腹は減ってくるし、もう最低の気分で。
分かったよ。
なのにお前は聞いてないって。すごく困った顔で私を見下ろして。
だから分かったってば。もうその話はいいよ。
Haruki, just make her a porridge already.
ほら、今だってイライラしてる。刹那にどうやって説明しようかって、そればっかり考えてる。
How did she know?
考えてないって。
Yes, you were. Yes, you were, asshole. Of course I am. I'm thinking about my girlfriend who would be deeply hurt by this secret.
全部お前のせいなのに。私の取材なんてそんな馬鹿げた仕事を引き受けたりするから。
悪かった。でももう決まったことだ。
Moreover,
取材のやり方に関しては今後ゆっくり相談していこう。とりあえず今日はもう休め。
うるさい。そんなの私の勝手だ。
I can't leave you be. Knowing you look like you're in so much pain because of me.
何かあったら電話してくれ。俺部屋にいるから。
Damn, Haruki. She doesn't have a bed. She doesn't have a couch. She doesn't have a TV. She doesn't have food. She's going.
待てよ。私をこんな何もない部屋に置いていくのか？
なら俺の部屋来るか？
何を頭の湧いたことを言ってるんだこの野郎。恋人がいるくせに他の女を何度も部屋に誘うの。
じゃあこのまま戻ってもいいのか？
いいわけないだろ。私に床の上で寝ろっていうのか？やっぱり頭湧いてるだろお前。
じゃあどうしろと。
She has to be considerate in 1 second, is indulgent the other. She worries about Setsuna in 1 second, and worries about me worrying about Setsuna the other.
そのくらい自分で考えろ。
この場合の自分ってお前のことじゃ。
My thoughts are so jumbled that I don't even know how to follow up her statement.
俺の部屋に客用の布団が一組あるから、とりあえずそれ持ってくる。
で、
電気ストーブもついでに。
それと
テレビ？
Damn, not the Teletubby! Not the Teletubby, Haruki! Oh! Damn. Alright, you can have the Teletubby. You're probably both filled with a feeling of impatience. Damn. He gave her the Teletubby. What's Haruki gonna do in this room? He doesn't even... Wait, he do have a laptop. Alright, I guess he can have the Teletubby then.
ああ、肉多めに。
わかったよ。
あ、魚はいらない。
好き嫌い良くないぞ。
白菜もいらない。ネギもいらない。
Damn.
というか、野菜全般入れるの。
What the fuck?
鍋物の意義を全否定するな。これは野菜を食べるための料理だ。
It's a cabbage. I'm cold, I'm tired, and I'm starting to get hungry. By solving two of those problems, I managed to warm her soaking heart a little bit.
あ、こら、お前のより入ってるじゃないか。あ、白滝まで。
Yeah, I told you, bro. Kazusa didn't change. These 5 years. Kazusa didn't change. She don't want no fish. She don't want no cabbage. Fuck them onions. Don't put no veggies.
肉しか食わないつもりか。変色にも程があるだろ
う。バカにするな。食えないわけじゃない。ただ安っぽい食材が嫌いなだけだ。
I guess that is true. Man. Fuck you, Kazusa. Says Haruki hard-earned money. He doesn't have money to buy your fancy-ass ingredients. She's a millionaire. I don't know how much money she has. I assume she's rich, though. She is rich. She's probably not used to it. I rushed to the supermarket and bought ingredients. Then brought a table, an electric cooking pot, and some tableware. Now my very own creation consisting of random assortment of ingredients is done. Did he use his own money to buy it? Haruki is nice. See me, I know she's rich. I wouldn't ask her, give me your credit card. I'll go buy some ingredients and a heater for you. I wouldn't use my own money. If I live in this shabby ass apartment, one room.
いろいろと言ってやりたいこともあるが、とりあえずそれは明日以降な。ほら、とにかく今日はこれで我慢しろ。あったまるぞ。ついでに腹も膨れる。
It's not a bad apartment though. It's kind of nice. It's clean as hell. That's one thing that's pretty good about it. Doing that approximately 30 minutes, despite my record-worthy speed, Kazusa just didn't stop pestering me about how I was late.
まあ、背に腹は変えられないか。
She's gonna eat the veggies.
そういうことだ。
わかったよ。
食べる前にいただきますをしろ。だからバチが当たったんだ。
そんな迷信信じるものか。
Yeah. Fuck you, itadakimasu. I don't know how to say that shit. Itadakimasu.
信じようが信じまいが、いただきますだけはしろ。向こうだってお祈りとかするだろ。
Nah.
別に母さんも私もそういうの興味ないし。
That's why you were attending Christmas Mass? Though I suppose I can't fault them because we were only there for sightseeing as well.
それでも郷に行ったら郷に従え。この部屋だけでもちゃんと手を合わせろ。元日本人。
いただきます。
よし、食え。
You know, Haruki didn't say it.
少しは厚物に懲りる。
Because Haruki's not eating yet. Rather than being an atheist or rude, I think she's just really hungry. Oh, it's a religion thing. Alright. My bad.
箸使えるか？ 元日本人。白米大丈夫か？元日本人。
Yeah, Haruki's a bitch. I'll be annoyed by him. No point in asking, of course. Kazusa is expertly handling the chopsticks in her right hand, diligently gulping down her rice and
う
stew.
まいか？
Her all too desperate state in regards to my home cooking strikes somewhat of a chord, like an overwhelming feeling of satisfaction.
薄い。
ああ、そう。
If only she wasn't so frank with her bitter reaction. You know, I know that's a fad, right? They said they always wanna eat the home cooking of their girls, right? I prefer the main character home cooking for the heroines. I don't know. I feel this scene just makes my fucking I don't know, man. It just makes me smile. I don't like it when it's the other way around, where the main character cooks for the heroine. That's why I like Shido a lot on Face Day Night. Except for when Sakura's cooking, I guess. Sometimes Rin cook Chinese food. Sometimes. But it's like a 50-50. They split the responsibility. Or sometimes a triple. If only she wasn't so frank with her bitter reaction.
全然味がしない。肉も安い豚だろう。なんだか髪を噛んでるみたいだ。
Damn. After forgetting about talking for a while and eating every last thing, including the dashi, I put on her plate. She gives me a very sharp criticism. Once someone relieves you of a certain affliction, it's easy to forget that affliction along with any sense of gratitude.
そうかな。一応軽く出汁と醤油で味付けてあるんだけど。
やっぱり薄い。
Wow.
よくこんな湯豆腐みたいな鍋食えるな。
Oh my god.
なら自分の皿に醤油かポン酢入れて勝手に味を調節しろよ。
Yeah, these two are made for each other. I couldn't handle her. I'll be heartbroken. Haruki. Properly dieting Kazusa, right? Giving her all the nutrition she needs. She gotta have her veggies, the cabbage, right? Soup. Kazusa throw insults at Haruki. Haruki, all he care about is making sure she's okay. Perfect for each other. I'm fully aware those are only the words of someone with an unsophisticated palate, but it does hurt to have her go that far.
いや、もっといい方法がある。ちょっとの工夫で美味しくなるから。
What?
俺的にはこれで十分いけると思ってるんだけど。
She's gonna like remove the vegetables, eat the meat only.
ほんと、アバウトなやつだな。こんなの典型的な男のいい加減な料理じゃないか。
Ouch.
へえ、そうですかよ。って何やってんだお前。
だから味付けを。
Oh, fucking mayonnaise!
砂糖入れるな。
Oh,
しかも大さじで。
that's worse than mayonnaise. Sugar. Come on, Kazusa. I guess that's not worse than mayonnaise. She likes sweets.
だって薄いんだってば。
Dang. I see what she likes. She likes sweets. It's kind of like a kid.
すき焼きじゃないんだぞ。ああ、やめろ。やめてくれ。
あ、こら、話せよ。こうした方が絶対にうまくなるって。
Yeah, Kazusa.
なるかバカ。
Oh man, she likes sugar, huh? Looking at it like this, I'm trying to understand what Yoko-san meant when she told Kazusa that she shouldn't try to do anything by herself. She's like a kid.
なあ。
ん？
そういえば引っ越しそばがあるんだけど、鍋に入れればよかったかな。
それは明日にでも茹でて食おう。鍋の締めとしては微妙だ。
うん、わかった。じゃあめんつゆもいるな。それとケーキとプリンとアイスクリームと。
Yeah, she is like a kid. She want cake, pudding, and ice cream at your age. They're nice once in a while, but you can't eat them all the time. And it's like January. Shit's like fucking -1 degree Celsius. And she want ice cream?
その前に冷蔵庫を調達することを考えろ。
Also, everything except for the noodle base is just sweet food.
めんどくさいもんだな。一人暮らしってのも。
付属の時は3年間ずっとそうだったじゃないか。
柴田さんいたし、食事は全部外食だったし。
She ate at McDonald's every day. I remember that.
あの頃からずっと言おうと思ってたけどな。お前、もう少し食事のことに気を使えよ。
あの頃からずっと言ってたじゃないかよ。何が思ってただ。
そうだったっけ？
そんなことも忘れてやがるのかお前は。本当に薄情なやつだ。
Yeah.
けどそうやって何度言っても改めないやつの方がよっぽど薄情だとは思わないか？
やっぱうざい。お前はいつもいつまでもうざいな。
褒め言葉として受け取っておく。
それのどこが褒め言葉なものかってまあいいや。どうでもいい。どうでもいいんだ。
Perhaps because she's no longer hungry. Or perhaps it's because she's warmed up to the core. Kazusa's attitude has changed so drastically that I want to tell her, you'd be cute if you were always like this. That would be misleading to call Kazusa not cute when she's always being selfish and aggressive.
なあ、これカメラか？ちょっと見てもいいか？
壊すなよ。
Will I be living next to her from now on? Will I be able to see her face every day? Will I perhaps eat with her like this every day? I don't count on Kazusa being able to make her own food. She might not mind dining out, but I'm against that unhealthy lifestyle.
結構本格的だな。デジカメだろこれ。
編集部から借りてきた。結構高い機種らしいんだけど、正直俺にはよくわからん。
使えるのか？
まあ一通りはな。最近は自分の記事に載せる写真とか自分で撮ったりすることもよくあるし。
Case in point, this shop.
この前は専用のカメラマンがいたじゃないか。軽薄でスケベで最低なフランス人だったけど。
あれは表紙用の撮影だからな。それだって昔はスタジオを借りてやってたんだぞ。
The job of a magazine editor has always been broad, but this time is interviewing, taking pictures, writing articles, and even editing. It's almost like I'm the only employee in the independent studio.
そういえば先週あったファッション誌の記者、スタジオがどうとか言ってたな確か。
東宝出版のシャンディって名乗ったんだろ？それ三大女性ファッション誌の一つだぞ。表紙に載ると電車の中吊りにまでお前が出てくる。
Oh, I don't want to see Kazusa everywhere.
勘弁してくれ、本当に。
But in return, I'm given the freedom to choose my work hours. It's up to me when I work and when I don't. As long as my output meets their expectations.
お前もこれで私を撮ろうってのか？肖像権の侵害だ。
As I grabs the camera and looks into the lens like a cameraman.
ちゃんとお前のマネジメント会社と話はついてる。こっちに落ち度は何一つない。
そうやって自分の正当性を盾に私のこと覗くのか？
My boss gave me the okay to take nude pictures of you. But don't worry, Kazusa, I won't do that.
雑誌に掲載される写真も事務所のチェックが入る。そこで自分もチェックすれば何の心配もいらない。
けどお前には全て見られるじゃないか。
俺が撮るんだから当然だろ。
そんなの納得いかない。
そうは言ってもだな。今度の企画最初から陽子さん乗り気なんだぞ。そりゃお前は納得いかないかもしれないけど、けど陽子さんの言い分も少しはわかるんだ。俺だってお前が日本人に誤解されて傷つくのは見たくないし。
ハルキ、
どうしたカズ？
はい、チーズ。なんて間抜け面だ。
こら、何しやがる。
Don't want to turn to face Kazusa. The amateur cameraman who appeared out of nowhere pressed the shutter at me at point blank range. My eyes are
へ
flickering.
え撮れてる撮れてる。なあ見ろよ春樹、お前こんな顔してるぞほら。
フラッシュのせいで何も見えねえよ。だいたい俺を撮ってどうすんだよ。
嫌がるなんておかしいな。これから私を撮りまくろうって人間が。
Dang.
そういう問題じゃってじゃあ撮ってもいいんだな。
その代わり片っ端から消してやるけどな。お前が寝てる間にでも。
カズさ。
Lock the doors.
じゃあもう一枚行ってみようか。ほら春樹、今度はまともな顔してみせろよ。
I'm relieved that Kazusa has given consent for both the coverage and the photography. But in exchange for that sense of relief, an irrational feeling wells up inside of me. Is it too late to do anything about it? Don't lie so innocently. It will cause me trouble. What's Setsuna doing? Practicing with the band? Oh fuck! Setsuna, no! Go practice or something. She never checking. Are the walls paper thin? Can she hear?
帰ろう。
Please go home. Go home, Setsuna. Thank God she went home. She would have flipped. I feel sorry for Setsuna, but I think that was for the best. Because how to get in and tell her anything? If she saw him walking out that door and Kazusa's in there, she would have flipped. It's better to settle things later than right now. We can deal with it later. Then what the hell is Haruki at? Kazusa's sleeping. Oh, he's sleeping too. Oh, he can hear her sleeping. God damn it, these paper goddamn thin walls. Cheap ass apartment. I told you, it would cause me trouble, didn't I? Because I was right next to me. I'm the one who won't be able to fall asleep this time. Dang, Haruki. Can't help it though.
ほらパン焼けたぞ。
寝不足か？
ちょっとな。さっきまでメール処理してたから。
Just as planned, Habura-san sent me miscellaneous tasks wrapped in a zip format.
家に仕事持ち帰ってんのかよ。典型的な日本のサラリーマンだなお前。いつか過労死するぞ。
否定はしないけどな。
I should have just fallen asleep when I felt dizzy at the amount of extracted files.
そうやって身を粉にして働いて家族養うだけで自分を犠牲にする人生か。生きてて何が楽しいんだか。
I don't want her telling me this. After all, the reason I'm forced to work during midnight and when to fall asleep is none other than
家族が本当に大切だったらそのために頑張れるのは楽しいことだと思うぞ。まだ経験で語れないけど。
ああ、そりゃそうだろうな。何しろお前の家族になってやろうって相手は。
ほら、目玉焼き。
I doesn't like her eggs. Scrambled with cheese. Sunny side up. Perhaps Kazusa understood the reason behind me interrupting her because she stopped making any more ill-natured remarks.
塩コショウ、ソース、
Alright.
醤油。
What does she want? Me? I prefer soy sauce. I like soy sauce if it's sunny side up. If I'm not having sunny side up, I take a scrambled egg with cheese. I don't need any sauce. But if it's not scrambled egg with cheese, sunny side up with soy sauce. I like soy sauce.
ケチャップ。
Damn, she like ketchup. Fucking alright.
調味料まで甘めのものを。
私の勝手だ。
There's a saucepan, a frying pan, and other utensils like plates, spoons, and knives. And There's also a toaster oven with ingredients like bread, egg, vegetables, and seasoning. In a single day, a whole host of household goods have appeared in Kazusa's apartment, though they're all imported from my apartment.
さてと、それじゃいただきます。
Alright. いただきます。I don't think you have to say the year. So just いただきます。She's not gonna say it. I like this face in Kazusa. I think this face is pretty cute, right? I think it's a pretty cute face. I'll save this face too. Right? I just want her face. Well, I guess her body.
いただきます。
食べてよし。
トミー、鬱陶しい。
I admonished her about this plenty yesterday. I'm sure she's resisting on purpose.
ってお前そんなにジャム塗るな。また一瓶開けるつもりか。
朝に甘いものは重要だろ。糖分取らないと頭働かないぞ。
それにしても限度がって紅茶にも入れるのかよ。
She put jam in the tea.
ロシアンティーも知らないのか、日本人は。
Alright. Well, in regards to her scarily obsessive taste for sugar, the test of time has proven that she's not doing it for any particular reason.
へえ、しばらくは出張扱いなのか。思ったより気楽なんだな、お前の仕事も。
言っておくが仕事量は減ってないからな。むしろこの取材分だけ増えてる。
Kazusa finished her food so quickly that I'm doubtful she was even able to taste it. Now she's on her second cup of Russian tea. Another day, another bottle of jam empty. This person is hopeless. I have to teach her proper eating habits.
そっちはどうなんだ？今日は練習か？
毎日練習だ。朝の10時から。
こっちでも1日10時間なのか？
お前のせいでな。
そっか。
I'm glad I'm the reason, but it's also a bit painful.
で、これがコンサートやコンクールの直前だと、寝て食べる以外の時間は全部引いてる。
人間のやることじゃないよな。
演奏家なんてみんなそんなもんだ。私だけ特別こんなことやってるわけじゃない。
大変なんだな。
そうだよ。だから家事とか私生活のことなんか何もできなくて当然なんだ。する暇がないからな。
お前は単に物臭なだけだろ。ピアノやってなかった頃だって全然。
Yeah.
うるさいな。あの頃の私は親に反抗してたからだよ。
かっこ悪かったもんな、あの頃のお前。
お前は今もかっこ悪いけどな。
まあな。
Despite that, her ill-natured demeanor back then was cool enough for me to adore her.
さてと、それじゃあ練習に行くか。お前はどうするんだ？私にしつこくつきまとうのか？
Yeah. And now that she has stopped defying her mom and has become the stoic pianist by the name of Toma Kazusa, she has managed to prove that anything she does looks cool. She can eat the food I made for her without showing gratitude. She can treat my hospitality as a given, and she can treat me any way she's like.
なあカズサ、今日の練習昼からにできないか？
なんでだよ。
午前中俺に付き合ってくれ。
え？
ダメか？
お前何言ってんだよ。そんなこと今さら。
Haruki did this on purpose, bro. Why do you keep it vague? Why didn't you just tell him the details?
けどお前、家財道具揃えないと。空っぽの部屋のまま一月過ごすつもりなのか？
あ。
Yeah, see? Haruki's being vague on purpose.
プリンもアイスクリームも今のままじゃ食べたい時に食べられないぞ。それでもいいんだな。
The classic rom-com misunderstanding. Can have a rom-com without the misunderstanding part, right? So in order to hide my own embarrassment, I become eager to tear down Kazusa's coolness. Oh, he did that on purpose. Thanks to that, Kazusa shows a side of herself she usually keeps hidden, making me feel even more uncertain. Yet another vicious cycle I never learned, do I? He did that on purpose. That's messed up. Especially when he has Setsuna.
に合った。
一本遅らせてもいいから全力で走るな。またヒール折るぞ。
嫌なことを思い出させるな、春樹は。あの時は雪だったから仕方ないんだって。
Then she really took off her shoes because the heels broke in and walked on barefoot in the snow. Damn, Kazusa.
とにかくお前は今怪我していいわけないんだからもうちょっと慎重にだな。
だからそんなヘマなんかしないって言ってるだろ。コンサートが近づくと集中力が増してくるから。これが3日前くらいになると自分で言うのもなんだけどすごいぞ。100メートル先で誰かが石を蹴った音が聞こえたり。春樹？
カズさん。
何？おい
Put my hands around Kazusa's shoulder, forcibly turning her around. The first sight directed at the door, I pushed my body against her back, as if embracing her.
春樹、いきなり何すんだよお前。
My far too forceful action stiffened Kazusa's whole body.
あんま喋るな。
なんでお前こんなことしたらどうなるか。
頼む、目立たないでくれ。昨日言ったことがもう現実になってる。
何のことだ？
広告にお前の写真が。
Oh shit.
だって
As I was lecturing Kazusa, I happened to look up to see an advertisement belonging to a familiar magazine. The moment I saw the third article introduction, the front saying Tomokazu, my heart rate went up by 30 in an instant.
とにかく降りるまでずっと外見てろ。絶対こっち向くなよ。
けどどんなこと書いてあるか。
It's probably not going to be positive, right? Because she basically assaulted a paparazzi.
見るな。デタラメばっかりだ。
Perhaps Kazusa understood the context of that article by that one single word. But this really is bad. Diffuse interview, excessive abusive language, ignoring support from fans. Homecoming the second generation genius pianist, Tomokazu, inherited self-censoredness from mother. The headline, written in familiar fonts, using expression that would fit perfectly on some third-rate gossip magazine.
考えすぎかもしれないけど誰かがお前の正体に気づくかもしれない。そんなことになったら嫌だろ。
春樹。
In truth, rather than I don't want anyone to recognize you, my feelings lean closer to I don't want to show you to anyone. But there's no reason to explain every single sentiment like that to her. All that matters is that I became a cushion for Kazusa when she's in Japan.
だから悪い。ちょっと窮屈かもしれないけど。
窮屈だ。悪い。最悪だ。お前は本当に厚かましいやつだ。
ごめんな。
謝れば済むと思ってやがる。私なら許すだろうって思ってやがる。
そんなことは。
ふざけるな。
Her further abuse is no different than usual, but I breathe a sigh of relief knowing that Kazusa has calmed down despite that. I can tell because her whole body doesn't feel tense anymore. She's beginning to allow herself to touch my body, even if only a little. The inside of the train is as usual. No one draws any correlation between the woman in the picture in front of them and the woman clinging unnaturally to the door. Facing that fact, I'm not sure if my judgment was correct, but I do realize now that I'll have to make this kind of judgment many times in the future.
このままじゃ多分そのうちボロボロになる。
At first, I thought that Yoko-san's fear was groundless, but perhaps that's not the case at all. Do I have to protect her after all? For the sake of my own modest future, must I protect the woman I should distance myself from more than anyone else?
なあ、春樹。
なんだよ、カズさん。
さっきからなんか当たってるぞ。
Oh my god.
私のお尻に。
It's my camera!
カメラだよ。
God damn it! It's my camera, cause it's, the fuck you thinking?
ほら、こんな感じですけど、いかがでしょう？
へえ。
へえじゃない。鏡はどこだ？
Oh, we're buying her clothes. I guess that makes sense.
大丈夫ですよ。ほんとお似合いです。
そんな感想はいいから早く。
慌てるなよ。
慌てるに決まってるだろ。こんな。
I want to see. Oh, his glasses. Man. Megane fellas. Welcome to the club, Kazusa. Man, is it really different? I mean, like, wearing glasses, does that make you a different person? Let's see. Oh shit, my eyes are too small right now. It's because I've been staring at the screen for like 3 hours, man. 2 hours. Maybe it make you a little bit different. My eyes are too small right now. I can't see.
彼女髪長くて綺麗だからちょっともったいないかなって気もしたけど、こっちもいけますね。
She's doing the Superman. Superman conceals his identity by just wearing glasses too.
本当だ。全然 OK ですね。
I guess she tied up her hair. Our first destination after we got off the train was not an electronics store or a furniture store, but rather a beauty salon. I like this, right? You can see her eyelashes. I think that's pretty cute. We never got close to anybody before. This is our first time getting close to someone, and it's Kazusa. I guess we were pretty close with Setsuna. Some dude without glasses? Oh. Must have been your imagination. I was here the entire time. I never got up from my seat. And there we consulted a rather friendly employee about how to make her unrecognizable. This is a result of our suspicious requests. I combed as a hair ornament to keep her side hair raised, fake glasses to obscure her eyes. With this, she's no longer the talk of the town pianist Toma Kazusa, but rather the beautiful, spectacled young lady next door.
なんだこれは。バカにしてるのかお前。
She doesn't like it.
すごく似合ってますよね。
ねえ。
It's all done now, isn't it?
女の髪や顔を勝手にいじるなんて、お前も偉くなったもんだよな。5年前は岩石よりも固い委員長だったのに。
Yeah.
仕方ないだろう。素のままで歩けなくなったお前が悪い。
私のせいじゃない。
うん。お前の責任じゃなくてお前の実力だよ。別に卑下することなんかない。
The hand that helped me come up with this plan was Setsuna, before I got to know her in high school. The delightful girl who concealed the fact that she was the school idol for 2.5 years. By the supermarket by putting on glasses, braiding her hair, and wearing purposefully unfashionable clothes. Yeah, but with Setsuna, she braided her hair. I wouldn't recognize her with the double twin-tailed braid. Was it double twin-tailed braid? I don't remember. Kazusa just put it in a bun. You can still tell that's Kazusa. The fact that I'm using that same method with Kazusa might make me rather a terrible person though. Even so, I have to do so, whatever I can right now. Obscuring Kazusa from public eye is my first priority.
どうします？別の持ってきましょうか。
だとさ。どうする？会計お願いします。両方とも。
はい。お買い上げありがとうございます。
I don't got money to pay for this. Is this the company bill or Kazusa bill? The Soki's silence properly conveyed that she wanted to say, it doesn't matter either way, you moron. Dun.
言っておくけど、
Oh
こ
shit!
んなもの買ったって明日から使わないぞ。
Who is she? I don't know this girl. It does work. See, they say that they just tie up her hair, give her glasses, all right. They gave her a hat too. The hat makes a world of difference. I wonder what her hair looked like now. I want to see her turn around. Do they do this in this game? No, I'm thinking about another game. I played another game where they show the backside of the character. Not by CG, by the sprite. I want to see how she did her hair. Yeah, it's not this game, it's the other one. After that, we bought a scarf and a hat, making her go from the beautiful spectacle young lady next door to the beautiful, well-equipped young lady next door. Feeling like something's a bit off though.
なんでそんなに嫌がるんだよ。そりゃ少し窮屈かもしれないけど、街でいきなり正体バレするよりは。
私髪結べないんだ。
Oh, she can't tie her hair.
は？
Haruki, you gotta do it for her.
絶対にぐしゃぐしゃになるんだ。前に一度試して母さんに呆れられたんだ。
ああ。
So that's the reason why she has always had long straight hair since I can remember.
だからそのメガネは使うけど公務の方は
俺が結べばいいんだろ。
Oh, Haruki, let's go.
え？
You can do it. Despite being a pianist who should have masterful control of her fingertips, she can't even tie her own hair up into a bun. Though I imagine it's more so her innate tendency to find things too bothersome that's the issue here.
このまとめ方ならさっきのやり方見てたからちゃんと再現できると思う。
Haruki's amazing. That's probably my first time saying that to Haruki. Do this 50-hour plus playthrough of an introductory closing chapter and now Coda. It's my first time saying Haruki's pretty amazing. He can replicate it because he saw the hairdresser, the professional hairdresser did it one time. Nice. Though I have to wonder what is more disastrous, binding one hair or leaving it beautiful and straight.
けどそれって毎朝
迷惑か？
Dang. Kazusa route. But if she says she can't do it, I have no choice. I have to eliminate any factors that can get in the way of my coverage.
こっちの仕事の都合もあるから朝早く出ないと無理な日もあると思う。だからできれば生活リズムを合わせてくれると。
You know she wanna say yeah.
やっぱダメか？
知るか。勝手にしろ。
That's my Kazusa. After giving me her usual verbal abuse along with her certificate of consent, known as do whatever you want, she walks away quickly so I won't catch on. In the end, no matter how much Kazusa complains, she always accepts my ideas one way or another, never losing that last bastion of kindness. When she's around me, she always insists on soaking, always warding off my meddling as a nuisance, but she's right next to me before I even know it. Right now, Kazusa's acting like she did before I met Setsuna.
そうだ。
First
カ
course.
ズさ、ちょっと待ってくれ。
なんでだよ。早いところ他の買い物も済ませないと練習時間がどんどん削られて。
1枚だけ、1枚。ほら、そこに立って。
Let's take a picture.
え？
That's the sight of me pulling out my camera from his case. Kazusa's eyes do her glances sway a little bit.
ほら、笑って。で、普段通りの方がいいか。ほら、カズさ、しかめっ面頼む。
やっぱり私をバカにしてるだろ、お前。
そう、そんな感じ。行きます。はい。
Shizu. Damn. Damn.
あ、
Why is she so good? Alright. Why are they doing this to us? Why do they gotta not draw the thingy-majiggy? But besides that, why do they like to torture us? You know what route we're already in. It's too late. I can't go back in time. I can't go back in time and make my decision. I already made my choice. And yet, the author continued to torture the player by reminding them Kazusa is best girl. I'm sorry I have to say it. I kind of like her a lot. She was my favorite girl since the beginning. Introductory Route. She was my favorite girl in closing chapter. 'Cause I still thought about her do every route. Even now, I still have feelings to Kazusa more than any other heroines in this game. Even Setsuna. It's messed up the author did this to us. I guess that's how Haruki's supposed to feel though. He was supposed to understand how Haruki feel, right? And right now Haruki, his heart still belongs to Kazusa. For now. But at this moment he still loves her the most. Even more than Setsuna. That's why he's making these weird questionable decisions. Why he never called Setsuna when Kazusa was out in the street. Why he like tests Kazusa sometimes. It's more than just a job. But that slightly confused expression was perfectly converted into data for the camera.
お疲れ様でした。じゃあ次、家電コーナー行くぞ。
初めての一枚が変装姿かよ。
だってこれはこれで
本当にバカにしやがって。
別にバカになんかしてないって。本当に似合って。
あ、そうだ、レシート。
She stopped him. Because if he completed that, her heart would have fluttered.
え、何の？
変装道具一式のだよ。お前全部現金で払ってたよな。
ああ、そっか。
Yeah, he used his own money. God damn it, Haruki. She found out.
後でまとめて生産するから、とりあえず渡しておいて。
いるかそんなの。俺のニーズで買ったんだから。
え？
I use cash for the sole purpose of paying it for myself. Why can't she understand that?
その代わり、これから買う家電とか家具は別だぞ。今の買い物と比べて金額の桁が違うしな。
He's not rich. Oh, that's his gift. His gift to Kazusa. The hat, the glasses, that pretty hairband that she has, that blue beads, the pretty hairband, the scarf. That's all gift to Kazusa from Haruki.
聞いてるのか？ちゃんと払えよ。
ああ。
それならいいんだよ。
It's fucked up.
今度こそ行くぞ。
We all know what's gonna happen later, right? We really chose the route. It's fucked up the author showing us this. Why you gotta torture us, man?
ハルキ。
ああ、それと櫛は後でちゃんと踏んでおけよ。そうしないと苦しんで死ぬことになるからな。
What do you mean by that?
現実的なくせに迷信深いな、お前は。
I never heard that before. Step on the cone later? With your bare feet? With shoes on? And so the first day of my exclusive coverage of Toma Kazusa started off without any planning whatsoever. Even though Kazusa kept hurling abuse at me, she kept following me as I led the way, exactly 3 steps behind. Dang, that's cute. She followed him 3 steps behind.
よし、これでなんとか一通り揃えたかな。
Right? Because it kind of shows her personality too, right? Kazusa is very timid, an introvert. So she's too shy to walk with Haruki. So she's going to follow him little by little. Very close, but not too close. 3 steps behind. That's exactly what Kazusa would do. A fridge, a table, a bed, etc. We went through everywhere from telephone providers to furniture stores, spending over 100,000 yen in just a few hours. It's like $1,000 bucks. Now I suppose that this amount is barely even worth mentioning for the Toma family. After all, this generous family has paid 3 months worth of fees for just a single month at their hotel, including deposits and key money.
うわ、もう2時だぞ。どれだけ私を引きずり回せば気が済むんだ。
文句言うだけのやつは楽でいいよな。
In the end, all the negotiation with the salespeople were left to me. Kazusa lazily looked around the stores, and in the end, she found some reason to criticize my choices and purchase.
もうちょっとデザインも考慮に入れろ。ハルキ、お前機能とコストパフォーマンスしか見てないじゃないか。
I mean, you're gonna be living there for a month, Kazusa. Don't you think it's a waste thing about the design?
生活必需品選びにそれ以外の観点があるか？
だからお前の生活には潤いが足りないんだ。もうちょっとゆとりを持って生きろよ、この働きあり。
God damn. Working in.
お前、自分がキリギリスだって自覚してるだろ。
But when I asked her, then which one do you want? She only answered with, like I know. So we ended up going with the ones I picked first every time. Had Kazusa could not complain about every little thing, we would have finished an hour earlier.
とにかく用事はこれで終わりなんだな。私はもう練習に向かっていいんだな。
ああ、お疲れ様。
本当に疲れるのはこれからだ。今から10時間だから
Damn,
な。
that means she's gonna go home at midnight.
今日もやるのか？随分と遅くから始めるのに。
うん。日課だからな。
そっか。
Her mind should be filled with nothing but the hellish special training awaiting her. Yet since last night, no, since the end of last week, Kazusa's expression had begun to look more and more peaceful.
それじゃあ春樹。
あのさ、できれば弾いてるところも撮らせてくれないかな。
悪い。練習だけは見せたくないんだ。まだ仕上がってないから。
最初の数分だけでいいんだけどな。その弾いてるふりしてくれれば。
コンサートの後にしてくれ。今は集中したいんだ。
そっか。ごめん、無理って。
いや、私の方こそ。
As proof in a conversation that would have led her to shout at me before, we can now reach a compromise with each other.
じゃあ、頑張ってな。そうだ、晩飯はどうする？
何でもいい。どうせ何作っても大してうまくないだろ、お前。
わかったよ。
The bitter smile on my face probably never reached Kazusa, who has already turned the other way. What I had meant to ask was, do you want to eat out or eat at home? You're gonna pick her up at midnight. January 16th.
へえ。
Oh, she's pretty.
なんとか住めるようになったな。
Not like that. Damn! What the fuck they call those? Damn, I don't even know what that shit's called anymore. Fucking my flat. What is this bullshit? What the fuck is this? What is this? My mind's so confused. I don't know what the fuck that is. Nah, but it's getting pretty late anyway too. I just wanted to make the. She's pretty with her hair down. I like her more with her hair down, but it's nice to see her with her hair up as well. Only because we don't see her too much with her hair up. As you can see, right, January 16th. Oh, damn, she's from the future, bro. I'm only on the 9th. But it's getting pretty late on my side. We'll continue to play more Wild Album 2 Coda later. Or I should say next time. Right. It does feel like a Kazusa route. It has me a little bit worried. It makes me think Kazusa route is probably going to be very short by the time we finish Setsuna. It's probably going to be like an hour actually. I feel like Setsuna and Kazusa is going to share so much of their route that the only difference really is probably going to be like maybe like 2 scenes and an ending. But it is what it is, right? At least we can experience it now. It feels a little bit wrong to experience Kazusa, right? Spending time with Kazusa, knowing that I already chose Setsuna, right? The heart of Haruki, you're already set with Setsuna, but we're having so much fun already with Kazusa. I'm not gonna lie, I do forget sometimes. Oh yeah, we're with Setsuna. I really think Haruki is more compatible with Kazusa. Not only Haruki, but me too. I really like Kazusa way more compared to all the other heroines, right? 50 plus hours. And then like 30 of those hours, we haven't even seen Kazusa. I still like Kazusa the best. It is what it is. The hearts won what the hearts won. Alright, my mind may say something else, but my heart still set with Kazusa. But anyway, like I said, I appreciate everyone that stopped by. It's been cool. We'll play more White Album 2 Coda later. Bye.